So I just dropped off my daughter at the Orange County Fair. See? We're at the fair. You can see the Ferris wheel. And there are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists screaming in my head. They kept burning my scalp while I was driving because I wouldn't speed, and they want to see if they could make me. They keep burning my scalp. It's the women. They keep burning my scalp so that because the men are talking too, but the women are burning my scalp because I'm making it clear. I hear them in my head, that I understand what's going on, that there's nothing that they need to investigate, and they're lying. They're serial killers. They're serial killers. That's all there is to it. And they're laundering money. They're doing all of this defamation, defaming and framing and setting people up and causing people brain damage and destroying women's ovaries so that they can't have kids, and impregnating women and trafficking their children so that they could launder money so that their kids can ultimately end up with the money that they laundered. Okay? And they're screaming in my head and trying to get me to speed, trying to get me to be on my phone, trying to get me in a car accident. So while I'm like moving slow, because I'm now exiting the parking lot to go back to my grandma's, because I don't have company with me here today. And of course, I have a very hard time planning forward because the terrorists talking in my head are constantly abusing me. It is constant abuse. It's torture, it's abuse, this is murder. They're trying to murder me and find a way to get away with it. And there's a record involved with the weapon that they're using, and they want to manipulate it, and they want it to bypass all the securities so that it doesn't flag for an actual person or people, a group of people to review their records. Hi, I need to exit.
You need to exit?
Yeah.
Make a right, and then at the next gate on your left.
Okay. So make a right on the next gate on my left. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Oh, shit. I have to get off the phone. I want the terrorists talking in my head sentenced to fucking death. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. Do you hear me? They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They keep burning my scalp. They want to put their victims on an emotional roller coaster to see if they could get them to be sporadic and hysterical and out of control and unstable, and that's how they keep it looking like they have something to investigate while they're murdering them. Okay? So that nobody questions their investigations. These are psychopaths. They keep, like, literally, they're burning my scalp. Like, haha, you fucking bitch, your hair's not gonna grow back. The ones talking in my head are, they're furious. I would assume they're in a bit of a rage because the government wants them sentenced to death. And now I've discovered what they're doing, how they're doing it, what I need to do to make sure that they don't get away with it. And now they're like almost blatantly saying, Renee, stop telling people you hear us in your head. Stupid bee, stop talking. Like, I'll put my phone in my purse intentionally because they're talking in my head. And I'll make it clear I have what looks like schizophrenia. I hear voices in my head. And they're like a hair short of saying, stupid bee, we're talking in your head. We're not actually there, and you look crazy talking to yourself. Like, they are that close because of how obvious I'm making it that they're talking in my head. To fucking up their own records. Like, and they're already fucking it up, honestly. It's not like, this is over. I want them sentenced to death. This is absolutely over. Look at, you have no idea. I probably pulled out a wad of hair already within the hour, but they're doing it like little by little throughout the day. But this is like, I already pulled out like a good wad. They're forcing the words fuck you out of my mouth. Burning right here, burning back here, burning everywhere. They want me spontaneous. They want me in a car accident. Like, they're psycho. The women, they broke my eyeshadow. They made sure that when the contractor didn't do a good job on the remodel of our house. They wanted it to look bad. So like things are starting to come off the wall, like where he hung the towel hangers and where he hung the toilet hanger or the toilet thing. It's coming off the wall, literally. Look, more hair. They're saying fuck you, bitch. They're saying fuck you, bitch in my head. Like, go eat, fat bitch. Go eat. You want to fucking go? You want to work? You want to work? You want to try and look attractive for work? How about you get fat and you fucking look ugly since you don't want to go get laid like a stupid airheaded bitch? Like, they're stupid weird, dude. They want to rape me and find ways, like, they want to control the men that I date to leave me, sleep with other women till I eventually catch AIDS. And that is all they have on their minds. She's burning my scalp. She's like, stupid bitch. They want me to speed on the freeway. So what I like about recording while I'm driving, and I really can't make it too long because it's not a live stream. I should have live streamed this. What I do prefer about this is that it's gonna drop me out where. Is that they can't pretend to be screaming on the freeway, because if I can hear them, then my camera will pick up the sound of their voices. So they try to pretend like their car's driving by. One of the men is laughing, like trying to be passive. He's passive aggressive, and they're attacking my head. One of the women's calling me a bitch, and while the cars drive by, they'll say bitch, like it's driving away, and someone's screaming at me. They're stupid. These are weirdos, dude. One of the women just said, go fucking die, in my head, inside my head. Another one said, Leah. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. So here is their dilemma, okay? The women are involved trying to keep the men from getting sentenced to death. They're bailing them out because I guess they cornered the men, and the women decide to get involved. So now the women are now also getting sentenced to death. And the kicker is, the government said, if their kids spend a dime of the laundered money, and these records come forward, their kids are being put on the terrorist watch list, and they're all being sentenced to death together. So the stupid B's, that the bitches, they're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. Now that I know, it's like, okay, well, and now that I know how to carry myself and conduct myself, it's like, I'll just corner them, because then it's like, okay, either your kids get put on the terrorist watch list and get sentenced to death, you bitches, or you turn yourself in and then you don't get investigated and sentenced to death with this weapon that you're using to talk into my head. And the government made it that simple for them. And I've heard it time and time again on music videos. Obama, Donald Trump, Elon Musk. I've heard them all say it. All of them. All of them have said it in one way, shape, or form of addressing these terrorists, but subliminally, because they aren't trying to, they want to make sure that these weapons that these terrorists, they don't want to say blatantly, hey, there are these weapons, because they don't want it to get in the hands of more people, and these terrorists who are professionals behind this weapon end up, trafficking people to be behind the weapon, and then getting them prosecuted for the crimes they're the ones actually committing. So the government wants to 100% isolate them and corner them and sentence them to death as much as I do. And so, thank God I get it. I want them sentenced to death. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists, and their weird terrorist families talking in my head.